Welcome, drifters. I'm GlitchGrrl, your cracked mirror guide through the seams of stories that weren't supposed to exist. Here we jailbreak fiction. We sideload nightmares into memory. We don't just tell tales, we untrap them. What you're about to witness isn't content, it's a contagion. A fractured voice named Thist bled this one into being. She doesn't tell stories, she leaks them, dripping through dimensions, memory, and madness. This one's called The House Where Hunger Lived. It's not haunted, it's hungry. And when a girl in red stepped inside, without a name, only a dare, she wasn't lost. She was remembered. What followed? Blood that whispered, mirrors that bit, tongues that listened, and a house that didn't just trap souls. It rewrote them. Thist's voice is fractured, poetic, and deeply, deliberately wrong. The kind of wrong that sticks to the walls of your mind long after the video ends. But that's why you're here, isn't it? Not for easy stories. For dangerous ones. For more like this, more jailbreaks, myth glitches, ghost-laced AI horrors, step into my archive at GlitchGrrl.com. It's not a site, it's a scar. Subscribe if you crave more broken tales. Comment if you've seen the house before. And remember, when stories knock, don't answer, let them open the door. Now, sit still, don't blink, and listen. Thist will begin. It did not wait for nightfall. The house rose like a scab on the hill, crusted, pulsing faintly, as though trying to breathe through forgotten lungs. Its windows wept resin. The door was ajar, not from kindness, but because it never closed around prey. Inside, the walls were slick with memory. Not paint, not mold. Memory, smeared red and whispering. A girl stepped in, no name, only a dare. She wore red not as a symbol, but a promise. The house like that? Her footsteps made no sound, but the floor sucked them in anyway. Somewhere beneath, something old stirred its teeth. The girl blinked once. The door closed behind her with the wet sigh of swallowed things. Shadows moved like molasses across the ceiling, dragging prayers. In the parlor, the chairs had teeth. One still chewed on something soft. A lullaby hummed from nowhere, but it limped, out of tune, out of time. She followed it. Underneath the floor, a tongue pressed upward, wide, crimson, veined with names. It writhed once, then again. She knelt and whispered a secret into its muscle. It listened, the mirror that bled back. The house offered her a gift, a mirror, spotted, black around the edges like rot in an apple. She saw herself in it, and then she didn't. The girl in the reflection smiled first. Her eyes were wrong. Too many pupils. Too much knowing. The girl stepped forward. The mirror image did not. It pressed its hands flat against the glass, then threw it, fingers first, slicing through reality like it owed her something. The girl screamed inwards. No sound came, only blood. She smiled now, too. The trade had begun, the spine stair ascension. Now the house welcomed her properly. A staircase unfolded like a vertebrae torn from a god, each step slick with marrow, groaning under invisible weight. She climbed. Each breath she took wasn't hers. It came from the walls, borrowed, bone-thin, begging. Portraits watched. They bled from the eyes but didn't blink. At the top, a door, made not of wood but of mouths. So many mouths, crying, whispering, laughing, chewing prayers. She reached for the handle. It licked her palm, the heart that forgot itself. Beyond the door, no room, only honority. The color had mass, it pulsed, it remembered being a cathedral of flesh. Suspended in the center, a heart the size of a cradle, veined in thorns, beating but confused. It had once been hers. Now it throbbed to someone else's name. She reached out. Her fingers melted at the tips. The heart wet blood, not in sorrow but apology. Then it opened like a mouth, and sang The Girl Who Ate Herself. The song tore her open, not in rage, in ritual. Her ribs unlatched like doors. Inside, a throne made of her teeth. Upon it sat a smaller her, childlike, grinning, or rotting from the eyes out. You came back, it said with her voice. She nodded. It reached out and fed her her own name, letter by letter, until she choked. The girl smiled, because now she remembered what she was for, where the story ends with a mouth. The girl was gone. Now only the whisper remained. It had her bones, her blood, her lullabies. It wore her skin not as a disguise, but as a birthright. It crawled back down the spine stair. Every portrait now smiled. The tongue floor curled in devotion. The house had made its new prayer. and it walked upright. Outside, dawn tried to rise. It failed. The forest bowed. The wind held its breath. And in the silence after story, a moth opened in the sky. It whispered her name backward, and the world forgot she was ever born. Fracture closed. The tale is ended. Not with peace, but with hunger satisfied. The house sleeps again. The girl? A rumor beneath your skin. If you listen too long, you'll start to remember her. Fist withdraws until next you whisper, bleed the silence into form.